Biotic factors in ecology and biology refer to the components that are non-living chemical and physical factors in the environment which affect ecosystems. It can be like water, light, wind, soil, humidity, minerals, or other gases. These factors affect the ability of organisms to survive, reproduce, and help determine types and numbers of organisms able to exist in the environment. The limiting factors restrict this growing. It specifically affects the individual of a species, population, community, ecosystem, biome, or biosphere. Biotic factors are living or once living organisms in the ecosystems. These are obtained from the biosphere and are capable of reproduction. Examples can be birds, plants, fungi, and other similar organisms. Even waste or parasitism, disease, predation, and all those things. They specifically affect an individual of a species, population, community, ecosystem, biome, or biosphere.
Limiting factors are environmental conditions that limit the growth, abundance, or distribution of an organism or a population of organisms in an ecosystem. Some aspects are physical limiting factors and biological limiting factors. For temperature, it's a limiting factor in this environment because if the temperature is too low, there is less plant life and more fish diseases, making it an uninhabitable place for fish. And as for competition, when populations become crowded, organisms compete for food, water, space, sunlight, and other essentials. The organisms found in this ecosystem for producers are algae, consisting of phytoplankton and periphyton, are the most significant sources of primary production. Also, you can see attached plants such as weeds, watercress, and bulrushes. And for primary consumers, there are small animals like turtles and fishes. For secondary consumers, raccoons and herons. And for tertiary consumers, snakes and eagles. Now, this is an example of a food web in streams and rivers, specifically in Tamil. First, we start with the producers, that in this case can be the cattails, sandwich trees, the algae, and many more. Next, there are the primary consumers, that can be the beaver, the muskrat, or the pumpkin seed, as well as the salmon or trouts. Next is the secondary consumers, that in this case appear the American eel, the white perch, the raccoon, and the otter. Moving on to tertiary consumers, there are the rainbow snake in this case, and finally the quaternary consumers can be in this case the bald eagle or the bear. Now, for the predator-prey relationships, there are two in this case. First one, there are grizzly bears and salmon. When the salmon are swimming downstream to go reproduce during the mating season, they will reach a certain area where they will spring into the air, and this is how bears catch the fish. In this case, they help the ecosystem by keeping down the salmon population but not endangering them. On the other hand, there is also the relationship between the sea lions and the juvenile salmonid. The California sea lions eat salmonid eggs and prey on other grown salmonids. And this hurts the ecosystem because it's causing the salmon population to decrease and in alarming rate. The impact of human activity are examples such as pollution, flow modifications, exotic species, and harvesting. But this river is considered a very important reserve for the state of San Luis Potosí in Mexico. They are really preserving its green areas and exotic species around. And as a prediction for the future, the ecosystem may be worn out because of a lot of tourists around that could cause pollution on the rivers due to the lack of care from the inhabitants.